Hey there, everybody. We have a fun, exciting new video for the channel today. This is another one of my video responses. I like to do these from time to time. They kind of remind me of old school YouTube, so I like to bring them back. But this is a video response to the completionist is ranking every Super Mario power-up. Now, if you haven't watched this video, let me start by saying, go ahead and pause this, watch his. His going to be a lot cooler, a lot better. He goes over every single mainline Super Mario power-up. Now, I don't play the 2D games very often. I'm a 3D gamer, so I don't really have the expertise or the ambition to rank every single Super Mario power-up. But I thought it'd still be fun to do my 5 favorite Super Mario power-ups. So please keep that in mind. This is my favorite. This isn't the most iconic or the most powerful. This is simply my 5 favorite. Now, there's going to be nostalgia at play. There's going to be power at play. There's going to be iconicism at play, but those are not the be-all, end-all. This is just, my personal favorite. So if you have a different top 5 or you want to leave your rankings, then hit up the comment section. Let's have a discussion. But outside of that, yeah, let's jump into this. All right, coming in at number 5, we've got
Let's go.
the Super Leaf, or as we like to call it, Tanuki Mario. That's right, Tanuki Mario kicks off the list. I said it in the intro, I'll say it again. I'm not the biggest fan of the 2D side-scrolling Mario games. Again, I grew up on the N64. 3D was around when I started gaming. That's what I play more. And 3D Land is this interesting crossroad for me where it takes the 2D formula but makes the levels 3D. So this is really my first experience really playing a Mario game of this nature, and I was hooked with this one. This was the first game I got on my 3DS. I bought my 3DS from my uncle. This was the game he had on it. I wanted to get the 3DS for Pokemon, but this game came bundled with it. So I was like, heck yeah. And I played this game out. I got very addicted to it, and I attribute a lot of that to the Tanuki suit for Mario. It checks a lot of boxes for me. It grants an additional point of health, which, to be fair, in Mario games, most of the power-ups grant an additional hit. That's nothing really fancy, but still it's here. It gave Mario an additional attack. Mario can now swing his tail to hit enemies. And it helped exploration. But not to the same extent that some of the other power-ups on this list do, so that's why it's at number 5. It gave Mario the ability to flutter. This allowed him to ease his fall, granting him more precise landing. Not quite as groundbreaking as some of the other power-ups on this list, but it is certainly welcomed. Number 4 is the Ice Flower from Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy, prior to Odyssey coming out, this was probably my favorite Super Mario game. So I actually look on the power-ups very fondly in this. Like, when I was watching The Completionist, he kind of bashed on these power-ups. Not specifically the Ice Flower, but some of the other ones. I love Super Mario Galaxy, so I tend to be very partial to the power-ups. Still, the Ice Flower was my pick for this game. And for a 3D Mario game, it was a welcomed addition. It added a layer of complexity to standard world traversing and platforming. This is in thanks to how it granted Mario the ability to interact with water. He was now able to run across water surfaces as well as jump off of waterfalls. Yes, these seem pretty simple and straightforward compared to the dynamic of something like Cappy, but nonetheless, at the time in which Super Mario Galaxy came out, the game that Super Mario Galaxy is, it was such a welcomed just factor. It added some layers to the game, making exploration of its galaxies even more fun. And I think that's the one thing Super Mario Galaxy had going for it above some of the older Mario games, was how exploring each and every one of the galaxies was truly a blast. Number 3 for me, this is where, I said iconicism would play a little bit of a role in some of these, and that's where we get the original Superstar. The original Super Mario Bros. Gave us plenty of iconic power-ups. I mean, it gave us the first appearance of the mushroom, the fire flower, and of course, the superstar. Most of these power-ups were insanely powerful in the original game. I didn't want to go anywhere in that game without one of these power-ups. However, most, if not all, of these OG power-ups have been power crept out of oblivion, right? Then the classic Superstar is no exception to this rule. Plenty of the newer games give insane invincibility effects such as the leaf and the bell, and it's true, those power-ups are technically better, but still, I'm giving the Superstar the nod for being so darn iconic. After all, the Superstar would go on to become the game's measuring stick for progression in most of the 3D adventures. For example, in Super Mario 64, the Superstars that you collected would allow you to unlock more doors. So basically, the more superstars you had, the more doors you could unlock. With all these factors in play, I believe it's worthy of the number 3 spot. Alright, number 2 is one of my favorite power-ups in any game, let alone platformers, let alone Super Mario. It's just one of my favorite power-ups ever, and that's the Cloud Flower. Truthfully, this is just a great power-up, guys. This power-up is so perfect for a 3D platformer. If you're unfamiliar with how the Cloud Flower works, here's its thing. When Mario gains the power of the clouds, he is able to create 3 cloud-based platforms. And if you thought I just gushed about the Ice Flower, that was nothing compared to the Cloud Flower. I absolutely loved the way Mario was able to create a revolutionary power-up while also keeping the Super Mario charm. This powerful ability feels balanced in that Mario can only create 3 platforms, yet it still instantly grants a lot of dynamic to explore in the levels. Now you want to start seeing where can you go, and I am not kidding when I say when I got this power-up, this is probably the most time I spent exploring a level in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Because I noticed in Super Mario Galaxy 2, the levels feel a little shorter, and I don't know if that's just personal opinion or what, but yeah, when I got this power up, I spent forever in this level because I just was trying to see, okay, how high can I get? How far can I get? Are they hiding anything up here? Would they hide anything over there? And that just consumed so much time, and this really was a power up, maybe more than any power up on this list. This was love at first sight. And I did play this game when I was older. I mean, I played this game maybe 2 years ago, so for the first time. So I had a bit more thoughts and opinions on my platformers than I did when I was just growing up playing games as a kid. And like I played Galaxy in middle school / high school. And you know, at the time I thought Super Mario Galaxy was great, but playing Galaxy 2 as an adult with the appreciation of everything that came before it, this power up was really when I said, okay, Super Mario Galaxy 2 is just as good as Super Mario Galaxy. So for me, this power-up, if I was going to make a game, a 3D platformer, this is one of the first power-ups I would say, okay, how can I implement this into my game? This system of, okay, you can make your own platforms, but you only get 3 of them. So it just, in my opinion, it just impacts level design and hiding secrets and allowing players to kind of create their own course. No 2 players are going to run through this level the same because they're going to make different platforms. Now, of course, it's still a video game. There's still the preferred method or the designed way. But gamers have a tendency to just, what can I do? What can I get away with? And I think as gamers, we all have that. We want new power-ups that let us go, what can I do here? What can I realistically get away with? And I just think almost no power-up in any game embodies that mentality more than Cloudflower. So it was very tough to put something above this, but hear me out. Number 1 is the Super Bell. For you unfamiliar with that, that's what gives us Cat Mario from the 3D world. So Cat Mario, in my opinion, was a true game changer. In my opinion, it did everything you want a power-up to do. It makes you better. It grants an extra hit to Mario's health, which we discussed a lot of do, but that's still an important power-up, right? Getting an extra hit of health. Which, it can be huge, right, for boss fights or tough parts or where they're throwing a lot of enemies, so I'd rather have it than not have it. It also makes you more powerful by granting Mario an attack. Now, we're online with the Tanuki suit here, right? So far they're on par with each other. But what really gives Cat Mario the edge over something like the Tanuki suit is, again, exploration. Now, Mario has the ability to climb walls. This grants Mario access to new locations, higher areas, and shortcuts. It was a tight race between Cloudflower and Super Bell for me, but as far as I remember, Cloudflower doesn't actually grant you combat advantages. And so for me, Super Bell was just, it did exploration just as good as Cloudflower, and all the other things the Tanuki suit did, but it granted combat where the Cloudflower doesn't, and it increased exploration more impactfully than the Tanuki suit. So I just feel like Cat Mario is the reason I would go back to 3D World. Getting the cat power up, seeing, oh, did they hide something up here? Oh, I can run faster now. I can attack enemies better. This is an ability. I wish there was a cat in Super Mario Odyssey that you could just Cappy onto and then turn into a cat, because I think that would have been really fun. I think this and Cloudflower are probably the two power-ups I'm sad aren't in Super Mario Odyssey. And if Mario returns to his more traditional styles, whether that's 3D World or something like Galaxy, I hope Cat Mario and Cloudflower find a way to return to the forefront of power-ups. But like I said, that's my list. These are my 5 favorite power-ups. These are the 5 power-ups I would want there to be in any game. And there were plenty more, like the propeller hat, the penguin suit, fire flower. There were some good ones. Like I said, I'm a fan of all the Super Mario Galaxy ones. I almost put more on the list. Like, personally, I learned from watching these videos that people don't like Spring Mario, and I really enjoyed Spring Mario. So my opinion is going to be different than other people's, and that's fine. But that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you haven't seen the Completionist's take on this, go ahead and check that out. His video is really good. But, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Leave me a recommendation. I want to start doing more like top 5s and retrospectives. My own take on retrospectives. Not like a documentary, but kind of like how this was. Kind of like a retrospective on some Mario power-ups. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing crazy like hour-and-a-half long videos about, Chrono Trigger or something like that. But yeah, if you're into video game pickups, if you're into video game streams or video game discussions like this, go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and follow the channel. I want there to be more discussion and camaraderie in the comment section. So I want this just to be a place we can talk about video games, But that's going to do it for me. Thank you for anyone who made it through. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one.